Hi, my name is Greg Perkowski, and I'm part of Becoming Catholic. I became a sponsor because I really wanted to help people individually as they were going down their journey towards a complete faith in God. I find it very rewarding to work with people and see how their faith develops. Somebody like me, I was born into a very devout family. And I've been truly a cradle Catholic, somebody that had been, since birth really was Catholic. And after a while, if you're not doing anything with your faith, if you're not trying to stretch and expand and grow, it kind of gets stale. And what I find is that when I'm walking with somebody on their journey, it's all new for them. It's all exciting, and I really pick up on that. It renews my own faith. It really helps me just refresh the faith that I have and just brings me closer to God. And I think it's critical for your faith, for anybody's faith, to have a community of people that they share that faith with. A little exercise we were doing sort of at the end of one of the sessions, everybody was talking about what they were proudest of in their life, and I talked about my children. And afterwards there was a young woman who came up to me, and she said that she was there because she had missed her confirmation, and she had kind of been away from the church for a long time, and she was interested in coming back, but she wasn't too sure. But as she was telling me this, she began tearing up, and she said, "When you talked about your children, you sounded just like my dad." And she said, it almost seemed as if he was talking to me. I had no intention of provoking this kind of reaction. I think that's just sometimes the way the Holy Spirit works, She said that it seemed to her like her father was telling her that he was proud of her, that she was doing this, and it really gave her the confidence to go on. I know a lot of people who I think would make really good sponsors, but they tend to get in their own way. They tend to think about themselves in a much too critical sort of way, sort of, who am I to be a sponsor? But you don't really need to be a theologian or some kind of scholar. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're interested in helping someone. We really need help with this. We've got so many people that are just really hungering and thirsting for a great relationship with God, but we need somebody to walk with them on an individual basis. So that's really what I think we need the most, is people who are just interested in growing in their own faith, helping someone else discern what God is calling them to, and making just helping them get through that journey and become Catholic. I'm Greg Perkowski, and I'm inviting you to be part of Becoming Catholic.